Hey, welcome back to the channel. So we have the skill preview of the new banner. So as usual, we're gonna check this and it's good enough to know whether the next banner is worth pulling for you guys or not. So let's start with the Gundam Astaroth Rhinoceros. It's equipped with an EX weapon that inflicts enemies with damage taken from physical weapons up 25%. So it's another physical weapon debuffer. As usual, I always mention that there are not that many physical weapon damage dealer, but nowadays they are starting to build up. Ever since Sharzaku came out, we now have Sharzaku, we have EZ8, we have Psycho Zaku, we have kind of full armor, and then we have GP02, we have yes, actually starting to build up. So if you do build a team that deals mostly physical damage, then it's not a bad idea to use this unit. We will just have to see what's his passive skill and then what is his other stats. And yeah, it's just gonna be another physical damage buffer. Hopefully it has a long range because that is the most important thing for a unit. Like, it's useless if you cannot reach your enemy, if your attack is falls short. And also has an ability that increases auto attack by 15%. So hopefully it has good damage because aside from debuffing your enemy, you also want to contribute in dealing damage. So that is Gundam Astaroth, Ruby Sacramento, and yeah, it's just basically just a normal debuffer. The best part about him is the pilot, Argi Mirage. When piloting a support type unit, increases attack by up to 30% during support attacks and counter support. So it's the power creep here, guys. Ever since Baptimus Sirocco came out, he has this ability increasing on attack when support attacking, and look how far he has come. Like, ever since I got him in every single Master League that I did, he has been my MVP guy, because aside from debuffing the enemy, he also deal higher damage than my attacker. Like, what the hell? So hopefully this also deal high damage. Like, looking at the unit, it has high attack here, so hopefully piloted by this guy, it will deal even higher damage than the combination of my Paptimus and Do. We already got the Monster Black Dragon. I think that one also has the increased attack from support attacking, but the Monster Black Dragon is linked between the unit and the pilot, so you cannot use them anywhere else. Okay, so and also the tag is specialized, like it's a totally different tag. I don't know, like what tags do they have? Hopefully something generic, like probably it's definitely unstoppable. Oh, I know, it's definitely unstoppable because the next Master Link is unstoppable, so it's definitely an unstoppable unit. Okay, so if you do build an unstoppable team, then this is gonna be a really good pilot combined with the unit. But the good news is that we have also the SSR version of this Astaroth. That means that if you can only get him at zero limit break, it's gonna be a better idea to use an SP converted MLB Gundam Astaroth SSR, because it will contribute more on the damage. And also, if you don't build a physical damage dealer team, then you don't need this debuff. Just write on the attacker Astaroth and deal as much damage as you can using this pilot. That's gonna be the best case scenario. So also has an ability that creates an additional support attack or counter support raising the maximum to 2. Okay, so hopefully the translation is good here, like they know their English, because it says raising the maximum to 2, not by 2. So that means that most likely this guy only has one support attack, just like Lacus. So it's bad when he is piloting other units, but good news is that he will get that when the piloted unit belongs to the Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans Gecko series. So hopefully we get to see like other units in that development diagram, like see whether there are an even better one or not. we're gonna get three SSR units, right? Attacker, support, and defender. So the attacker and the support, we're gonna see whether they are good enough or not, but they probably gonna be able to be piloted by Argi Mirage. But the problem again is it needs the figure to be supercharged or higher. So unless this guy has the MP up ability, you need him to kill your enemies first 3 times before you are able to do another support attack. So yeah, pros and cons, pros and cons. He probably deal the highest support attack damage right now, but you need him to do something first because before he can do that 2 times. Okay, so looking at these 2 units, it becomes optional. It's not really that good. It's not also really that bad, you know. So because this is a non-limited banner, that means that you can safely assume that you can skip these guys, okay? And then there comes Zeong EX, all range attack. Equipping an EX weapon that increases weapon power, the lower your remaining HP is up to 12%. I think this means that it is level 1. I don't know. Like it sounds low enough to be a level 5 ability, but I think it's most likely level 1. So this is the hardest weapon effect to achieve because that means that you're gonna need to have your unit at low HP, like survive the enemy's attack first. If you happen to get one-shotted, then that's it. You won't be able to get the benefit out of this. And also has an ability that increases our attack by 25% when HP is 25% or below. So those 2 skills require him to be at 1 HP, like at least below 25%. So you need him to be close to dying to be able to release his maximum power. But the good news is that the pilot Sharas Nabal have this ability where piloting the Zeong EX is if HP falls to 0, restores HP by 5% once. So that means that you don't you don't really be afraid to get one-shotted by your enemy, because as long as the enemy only hit you once, whether you die or not, you will definitely gonna survive, restore HP up to 5% back, and then your Zeong will deal his maximum damage using this. Oh my god, that's a really good combination. And the thing is that the one thing that I'm curious about is that, you know, when Shinasuka and the Force Impulse first have this kind of ability first came out, I did a testing that for Shinasuka, he heals HP back when fall below 50%. But if he straight up get one-shotted, he doesn't have a chance to heal his HP back. But this one is different. You need to die. That means that no matter what the enemy do, like, you will definitely cheat that once, and then go back to 5% HP. So what I want to test is whether this thing stops the enemy's chance step or not. If it does, then this is the best unit to be used in PvP. Because if you saw my previous Master League, I have problems fighting against the slow strike freedom, because that means that he gonna move last. So after all of my units struggle in trying to kill the other enemy units, and I have all of my units at below 50% HP, or at least get hit once by the enemy, that Kirayamete on his strike freedom just gonna go one-shotted all of my units and get that double chance step, basically turning the table around. So if I have this, that means and it also stops the chance step from happening, because technically you did not kill my unit, then it's gonna be the best ability to stop the enemy's chance step from happening. Oh my god, that is really good, like, especially if the Zeong is slower than the enemy. So that means that if the enemy hit my Zeong first, get 0 HP, healed back to 5%, and then it's my Zeong's turn to move, and I will deal maximum damage to you. Yeah, so that's a really great scenario to happen in the Master League. So it's if you do have extra diamonds, like if you're a pay-to-win players and a whale, then the Argi Mirage and the Sharas novel is kind of like worth pulling, like but then again, it's back to this is a non-limited banner, so and also you need to remember that this is not a perfect Zeong. It most likely can only be used in space. So that is very limited to using this. And then this Sharas Nabal will only have this ability when he is piloting the Zeong EX. Cannot be used when piloting other units. I was hoping like, at least make it the sentence say like this: when piloting units with the char name on it, like char Z, Gok, char Gel, Gok, char Zaku, char Big Sam, char blah blah blah. That's gonna be a really OP thing to have. But yeah, aside from that, also has a character skill that increases motivation by 100%. This is basically a sway, So we don't know whether he has other tricks up his sleeve, but looking at this thing, like it's safe to assume that for a free-to-play players, you can just skip this banner, like nothing really, you know, must have thing in here, like nothing really that good. It's just so. But if you have extra diamond, if you're a pay to win player or a whale, then you can try your luck. The Zeong and the Shara is never gonna help you definitely in PvP. This one have usage in most scenarios, like whether it's PvP or PvE both. The Astaroth can be replaced with the SSR Astaroth if you do one. And then going into the supporter, we have Lalah Sune and Zanzibar, and the effect target is mono eye tag. Yeah, I had a hunch that it's Lalah Sune. It definitely has something to do with Sharaznable, but I didn't get my finger on it. I wasn't 100% sure what was it. And then yeah, I just realized, like, it makes perfect sense if it boosts the mono eye tag, because most of the Xeon units are mono eyed. Also, most of my favorite units are mono eyed. So this is a really good supporters for me, not for you guys. Okay. Most of you guys probably don't use that much mono eyed units, so yeah, this is skippable too. But the support skill is restores HP, so this is good if you do use the mono eye tag. Okay, I'm actually more interested in the supporters rather than the other ones. So if I do want to prioritize for my case, like not talking about the Lalah Sune, is just specifically my preference only. Priority will go to getting the Argi Mirage. That's it. I think he's the only thing worth pulling in this banner. You know, like the rest have their own limitations. It is also he also has his own limitation. He only has a single support attack. But if that support attack really deals that much damage, really high damage, then I think it's okay to have it. Like, it has pros and cons. Having the support attack, the second support attack only happens after he is supercharged, meaning that he's not gonna waste that second support attack on the earlier units. So you can actually get a surprise support attack. Like, for example, you already attacking your enemies, getting the support attack, your enemies already attacking you, and they get counter supported. Then after a while, then the enemy will thought that you already use up all of your support counter, but tada, then suddenly your Argi Mirage gets supercharged and he get another chance to support counter at that point. So whether it's a good thing or not, it depends on the situation. It can maybe be a surprise attack that you need to win your battle, or maybe you needed that second support attack really you know you really need it at the beginning of the battle. Yeah, it's very situational. So yeah, I think I'll just gonna spend 3,000 diamond on this banner, like probably just pull once and see whether I get lucky or not. Maybe I can get both. Who knows? Like in a single pull, get both of them, or maybe three of them. That's just hoping too much. Okay, but I do have something that I'm planning to do together with my brother on the when the banner hits. So I'm gonna do a live stream when the banner gets released on that day on 8 p.m. GMT plus 7 Indonesian times. That means. And I'll see you in that live stream. Okay, I have a surprise for you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the live stream. Bye bye.